Hi, grade 3. All right, so I'm going to show you how to take up the sheet. Well, we're going to take it up together right now. So you've done the practice, and I'm going to show you how to solve them. And then when you're done this and everything's good to go on this, then go on to the show what you know, and that's the one you're going to hand in. These practice pages, you don't need to hand these in because we're taking them up right now. But the show what you know, you're going to hand those, hand those in when you're all done, okay? All right, so first we have to read our word problem. So there were 3 spacecrafts with 4 astronauts in each. How many astronauts all together? Okay, and we know we're talking about equal groups. I know it says all together, and that can kind of throw you off a little bit and think, oh, well, I'm supposed to add. But that's why we're going to draw it out first, so we know that our numbers should be bigger than if we just added. So if we added 3 plus 4, we'd get 7. But we have 3 spacecrafts with 4 astronauts in each spacecraft. So that's what's telling you that you are going to multiply instead of add, because you have 3 groups of 4 things. It's not just 3 things plus 4 things, okay? So if we draw the equal groups, we have 3 spaceships, okay, 1, 2, 3, and in each spacecraft we have 4 astronauts. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that shows you that it's multiplication. Okay, so if I'm going to do an array, I've got 3 spacecrafts with 4 astronauts in each. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then 1, 2, I know it's not very straight. It's not the world's straightest array, but I'm trying to do this on the side here. Here we go. 4, 1, and of course my pen is done. Okay, so now we have our array. So we have 3 groups with 4 astronauts in each. And I know when you draw yours, your lines will be a lot straighter than mine, okay? All right, now here is our number line. So what do you do when you're on the number line? You're going to skip count, because remember, multiplication is repeated addition, or it's just a fast way of skip counting, okay? So we have 3 spacecrafts with 4 astronauts all together, okay? So what you're going to do is, how many jumps are you going to make? You're going to make 3 jumps. And how many numbers are going to be in each jump? There's going to be 4 numbers in each jump. So we're skip counting by 4 3 times. Okay, so we start on 0, and then we've got 1 jump, and we've landed on 4, because we're skip counting by 4s, right? Okay, 2 jumps, we land on 8, and 3 jumps, we landed on 12. So 3 groups of 4. Okay. All right, and now you're just going to skip count and by 4s until you reach your answer. And that's exactly what we did here on the number line, okay? So all we would do is we would, okay, so we reach our answer, which is 4. So we've got 0, and then we've got, here's our 1 jump, 2 jumps, 3 jumps. So 1 jump, 2 jump, 3 jumps. So my answer is going to be 12. Write equations. Equation is the math term for number sentences, okay? So write the equation using multiplication and repeated addition. So how they worded that is kind of confusing, but they just want you to do 1 multiplication sentence and 1 repeated addition sentence, okay? So the multiplication sentence would just be 3 groups time. Hopefully that looks like a, okay. 3 groups times 4 astronauts. Okay, and 3 times 4 equals 12. And I don't know if you can hear the airplane. No, it's a helicopter. There's a helicopter flying around outside. So hopefully that doesn't get too noisy in the video, okay? All right, so now our repeated addition. We have 3 groups of 4. So we have 4 plus 4 plus 4. If for this you said 4 times 3 equals 12, or you said 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus, these are plus signs. I'm kind of trying to do this sideways, so that's why it's all messy. Either one is fine. If yours looks like that or it looks like that, it's totally fine. Okay, because remember with addition and multiplication, you can move the numbers around and everything's fine. This is a challenge question that I did not include in your practice pages. Okay, if you want to, I don't even know if you can see it. Yeah, you can see it. If you want to try it now, be my guest. If you get the answer, if you try it. So challenge, 3/4 of the astronauts were men. How many were men and how many were women? If you can draw that out and solve it, and you send it to me, send a picture, I will be impressed, and you will be a rock star if you can do that. All right, so now here is second page. Okay. There we go. So same thing. Okay, we have to read our question first, then we're going to draw the equal groups, and then we're going to draw an array. So there were 5 spacecrafts with 2 astronauts in each. How many astronauts all together? So because our answer is going to get bigger altogether, and I know that gives you a clue that it's addition, but what's giving you the bigger clue that it's not addition and that it's multiplication is that we have 5 groups of 2. We have 5 things with 2 other things in it, so it's not just straight up addition, it's multiplication, okay? So we draw it. Oops, I just knocked the camera. Okay, so 5 spacecrafts, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, with 2 astronauts in each. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, and here's our array. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, hopefully you can see that. Okay, I don't think I have my... I don't have a Sharpie, so all I have is my pen that doesn't want to write upside down. Here we go. Okay. There we go. And we have 2 astronauts in each. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, so here's our array. We have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay, now we're going to jump on our number line. We have 5 jumps with 2 numbers in each. So 5 spaceships with 2 astronauts in each. So 1 jump, 2 jump, 3 jump, 4 jumps, 5 jumps. Okay, so skip count by 2s until you reach your answer. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay, so all we're doing there is we're skip counting, and that's exactly what we did there. Okay, write equations using multiplication and repeated addition. So same as before, we have 5 groups of 2, and we know that that is 10. Or we have 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 equals 10. Okay, and then write the answer to the word problem. So there were 5 spacecrafts with 2 astronauts in each. How many astronauts altogether? There. Ooh, I know, my printing's all messy because I'm going sideways. Oh boy. Okay, there were 10 astronauts, and that was one of your spelling list words the other week. Astronauts all together. Wait, year printing. Oh boy, oh boy. Year printing is going to be way nicer than this. Okay, way nicer. Because right now this is on the wall, and I'm kind of writing sideways from beside the computer that I've got set up so I can record this, okay? So make sure that yours is nice and neat, okay? All right, then we have our last page here. Okay, so 4 times 5 is 20. 2 times 8 is 16. 3 times 9 is 27. 6 times 9 is 54. So these ones here, I know you're only supposed to go up to 3 times 5, but you can solve 3 times 9 by adding on a few more 3s, right? 4 more to be exact, okay? 6 times 9, 54, so you'd have to figure it out, and maybe you had to do it on paper, and that's okay. 7 times 9 is 63. 8 times 7 is 56. 5 times 8 is 40. 6 times 4 is 24. 3 times 4 is 12. 6 times 8 is 48. 7 times 6 is 42. 3 times 7 is 21. So then you take your letters from here and you put them down here. Okay, originally it said 45, but that we had no 45 as an answer on here. But we do have 40. Okay, so we have, so what superhero uses public transportation? We fill in our letters. So 40 is B, 12 is U. So we would put the U here. 16, we find 16. Where's 16? Here. So an S. So the answer is, what superhero uses public transportation? Buzz Lightyear. Har, har. Okay, all right. So if you did all that perfectly fine, then go on to the show what you know. This is a fun page, okay? The ones that I want you to focus on are these 2 pages here, okay? So these pages, as long as you know how to draw the equal groups, draw the array, do the number line, if all that's fine, then go on to show what you know, okay? And when you're done show what you know, hand it in. These ones I don't need to see. These are just practice, and we just took them up now, okay? All right, talk to you guys later.